All right, I want to show you how to make bricks in 1-point perspective. I'm going to be using a meter stick, a 12 by 18 piece of paper. I have another strip of paper that I'm actually going to tape on. And I'll be using a Sharpie marker, but you will probably want to use a pencil first. Right about halfway on my page, I'm going to tape my little strip of paper on, and it's going to be hanging off the edge like what you see here. Now, what that's going to do is I'm going to be able to put my 1 point for 1-point perspective farther away, and it's going to create a more realistic brick wall. Sometimes when we have the 1-point perspective too close, it ends up looking kind of smushed. So I'm taking that 1-point perspective and I'm putting it off to the side. Now I'm going to create the side of my building. So really all that is a vertical line straight up and down. It can go all the way down to the bottom, but in my case I'm going to show a little bit of street down below so it doesn't go all the way down. Now I'm making little tick marks about 1 inch apart all the way on my line. And that's going to show me where I'm going to be coming through for my horizontal lines as I create this 1-point perspective. So notice I'm always going to put my ruler on my 1 point way out there and bring my ruler or my pencil all the way across to the edge of my paper. So I'm starting at the side of my wall, making my way all the way across. Now, what we know about 1-point perspective is that it gets smaller when it's farther away. The objects get smaller. So we need to do that with our bricks as well. How we're going to create this illusion is by using our pencil and a diagonal line. So I have my meter stick and I'm making this diagonal line from one corner to the other. And this is going to show me where to make my vertical lines to create my bricks. So I'm going to make a little tiny tick mark wherever the diagonal line and the horizontal lines intersect. So you can see I'm just going through making a little tick mark wherever they intersect. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and make our vertical lines for our bricks. So what I'm going to take is my straight line or my straight edge, which is my meter stick, and set it along the edge of the paper. So you see how the edge of my ruler is at the edge of my paper? That's going to give me a nice vertical line. Now I'm making my lines on every other space. So I make a line, skip a space, make a line, skip a space. I'm actually going back and kind of adding a rounded edge to each of these as well. That's just making it look more like a brick to me, but you might know a different way to finalize your bricks. But that's how I'm doing this. I'm going to continue to do that wherever there's another tick mark. So you see this other tick mark? Using my ruler, I'll set it up with the edge of my paper. And now this time I'm going to make those vertical lines, but I am only going to do the ones that I have not already done, the spaces that I have not already drawn. So I'm looking at what I've already done and making the opposite lines. Again, I'll go back and give kind of that final detail, a little curve in the bricks. And I'll continue doing this all the way across my entire brick wall. Okay, at this point we have outlined everything with our Sharpie markers. Go ahead and make sure that you erase anything that you do not want to remain on your brick wall. And then we're going to add anything on our background that we think we do want. So maybe a road or horizon line would be appropriate to add onto your background here. Now this doesn't have to be the end result. You can go ahead and add some graffiti on the wall, add a scene around it, maybe use this for a background for a stop motion animation. There's lots of ways to use the skills that we just showed you here.